Hello, this is our M80 Touch Plus of the M80 family, the 64 on-demand grinders and the best seller product in the professional range. This grinder has flat bores with 64 millimeters diameter. It's made by us in Quamar with stainless steel and food-friendly treatment. This treatment allowed us to have a longer duration of the bore, up to 500 kilos, and it allows us to have zero contamination of the metal in contact with the ground coffee. Our M80 is recognized as a grinder that is precise, reliable and stable, thanks to the 460 watt motor, which allows us to use this product for consumption, for daily consumption that are medium to height, around 3.5 kilos of ground coffee per day. The M80 has a high resolution display with a user-friendly interface, where we have on the first page we do have the single dose, the double dose and the third dose. The third dose can be manual or it can be also a third on-demand dose. We can set the time for each dose, enter into the menu, where we can also find the counters by day, month and year. The technical settings, where we have the bore lifetime, so we do have a counter which, when it comes nearly to zero, will give us an alarm and tell us to replace the bores. We have the button switch function, so we can use the option to activate the dose with the pressure of the portafilter in the fork. And finally we have the display settings with the date, the hour, the standby time, the screensaver option, so you can upload the logo of your roastery or coffee shop. And then we have also the possibility to change the language of the interface in our preferred language. So for example, we can switch to Italian or come back to English. On the M80 we have a dial with step, which allows us to find easily the 0 point where the two bores are touching each other. So from there, each step will increment the distance within the bores of 10 micron per step. So it's 0.01 millimeter for each step. Once we found the ideal granulometry, we will put the clip on position and the bores will have a steady lock position within each other, which will allow us to have a uniform and consistent grinding size. We updated the M80 with the portafilter switch, which is needed to activate the dose. So, if we go to the technical menu, the button switch is currently off. So every time we need to make a shot, we have to insert the portafilter and select the dose. If we go to activate the button switch, so we go to on, we have F1 or F2. In F1, we pre-select the dose and we can stop the dose pressing a second time the switch. Once we pass to F2, we pre-select the dose and we can stop the grinding, removing the portafilter. In both F1 or F2 function, we can keep the pre-select dose, make a shot, and you can see that the dose I select is still on. So when we have to make a second shot, the grinder will grind automatically the dose selected. That's particularly useful when we are on rush and we can keep a selection on and activate the grinding just with the portafilter.